In this video, I want to share with you guys some of the things I learned in purchasing a fourplex apartment building. One of the things that was really important was the inspection. The inspection we did during escrow. And this particular building that you're looking at right here, important to notice, it's a fourplex. So there are actually 4 tenants, different families living in the apartment right now. So this inspection, we had to coordinate with the tenants and make sure that it worked for them. That being said, let me share with you guys a little bit how that inspection went down so that you, when you make your next purchase, maybe you'll be better prepared. Now, I didn't really know what to expect going in on this, but I did know right off the bat that it's an old building. So you can see this particular building was built in 1924 in the city of Pasadena, California. And this, what you're looking at right now, we're in the back of the property. That's a garage that's 4 cars, that's detached, and the roof has a hole. So what he's walking on right there are the steps in the back. So there are 2 upstairs units, 2 downstairs units, and they have this staircase. And this staircase, we find out, has a lot of termite, which we had to replace a lot of the wood, and I'll share that with you in a different movie. But we had to replace a lot, and the inspector's walking up the stairs and really just doing a full review of the property. He's going to check for foundation issues, plumbing issues, electrical issues, roof issues. They're looking at the windows. They're going inside the units as well, but for privacy purposes, since all the units were occupied, I'm not going to share the interior of the property right now. I just want to share with you guys the exterior and give you an idea. Now, this inspection report we paid $775 for. It was done through an inspection company during the property being in escrow. So the first thing we did was open escrow, and then we're the ones buying it, my partner and I. And the second thing was inspection. The moment you open escrow, you put your deposit in and you get that inspection done. So right here, you're looking at these garage doors. They're really, really old. The property is really, again, almost 100 years old. But the problem was that it really wasn't kept up to date. And we noticed that there was no maintenance done to this property. You're now inside the garage and you can see the hole. So, I mean, water's been leaking into this thing. Really, unfortunately, it's not even really being used much. These garages, which are a really valuable thing in California, especially because parking. Now, right now, what we're doing is we're going into the crawl space. So it's a raised foundation. And so typically you have 2 types of foundations, slab foundation and raised foundation with a crawl space. So this property actually has an entrance to the underneath the property through one of the units. However, typically it's done through a crawl space. That's how you would get in there. So right now we went underneath. I went with the inspector and we noticed that a lot of the posts and pads were compromised. Now I'm going to try to pause it real quick just so you can see in the distance. You're going to see what's called posts and pads for this raised foundation. If you can see that right there, these posts and pads, some of them are actually crooked. So they're not properly supporting the floor beam, which is called a girder, which I found that out in this deal. That girder needs to be supported properly. And so in another video, I'm going to share with you how we supported it. But going into this inspection, once I went underneath the property, I realized the foundation was going to be an issue. And so we had to address that with the sellers. We were the buyers. So that being said, the inspector's taking a lot of pictures and he gave us that report. Again, that report cost us $775, but it was worth every penny. And then this is, again, just me walking around showing you the exterior of the property. And it has a ton of windows. It's really nice. But it is a property that, again, is old. And so when you're buying an old property that hasn't been maintained, these are the main things that you have to look out for. The roof, the foundation, the electrical, the plumbing, and I think I named all of them. But those are the main things. So I'll keep you posted for the next video, and thanks so much for watching this one.